Hi, welcome to Fit Fed Feeling Good. I am Meg, your host, and this is the podcast where we talk all things fitness, food, and feeling good. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining this conversation. Now, we are fitness and food and feeling good. Today is a festive feeling good episode because we're going to talk just about a few of my very favorite holiday movies. Holiday movies. Why do we want to watch them? When can we watch them? Etc. So sometimes in the busyness of the season or the stress of the day, how nice is it to come home and there are holiday movies on almost every channel, depending on your streaming service or your Wi-Fi or how you get them. I know sometimes even if you're looking for, let's say, Christmas Vacation and you can't find it because they want to charge you that $2.99 rental fee through your streaming service, but maybe you could find a different one that's available to you and it just brings you still the same amount of joy. But why don't we start with the one I just mentioned, Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase doing all of those crazy adventures with the lights, and Dennis Quaid, his, relative, comes to visit, and all of the chaos and the love and the fun ensues. Now, I'm probably going to get crying here. And even though Christmas Vacation is such one of those 80 movies that just makes you laughing because it's so relatable, but there's one scene where he gets stuck in the attic and the movies are rolling and he just eats it up. And so do we as the audience. And it has that Ray Charles song in the background. And it's just so warm and comforting. And it makes you remember maybe some people that have passed or gone on, and just brings you back to just the real idea of the Christmas holiday spirit. All right, so Christmas Vacation, why Christmas Vacation has me crying, I have no idea because it's probably the silliest one on my list. But let's go to one that is warm and fuzzy. The original was in 1947 and they remade it in 1994, and that even seems like so long ago. Miracle on 34th Street. I think I've seen both of those renditions, and I do love the newer one, the 1994. It's really sweet. And the girl that plays it, I think she's in Matilda too. She does a great job. And that movie is just, again, warm and comforting and brings you to those holiday feelings that we're all looking for at this time. And you can sit back and just exhale and love everything about it because there's tension at the beginning. I guess that's the whole arc of a story, right? You need tension and you need something kind of sad or bad to happen. And you need that good feeling at the end. But when they're in the courtroom, I don't want to give too much away, but because I would definitely watch that if you haven't seen it, but Miracle on 34th Street. And there are some really tender moments that just bring the spirit and the magic to the screen. So definitely a recommendation. Now this one, I think my family would say is my very favorite, but I think it might be changing. But for many years when Elf came out, I could not get enough of it. And still every year I'm going to watch Elf. I'm going to watch Elf because Buddy the Elf, Will Ferrell, is Christmas. I mean, just everything about him, the human elf, loves Christmas and everything that it has to do with, and is unapologetically himself. And I think to the root of that movie, I would say that's the point. Be yourself, love what you love, and shine for the world to see your inner beauty, because it's just the cutest story. And of course, all of the Christmas flair it brings with the syrup. And, oh, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, there's the most beautiful eagle flying right through above my window. Gosh, it's beautiful. Big white head, big white tail, and it looks like it might be hunting. And how great. What a Christmas gift I just got. Anyway, so Elf, if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend it because you'll laugh, you'll cry, you will just feel all the feels. Now I'm going to go to a personal one that is related just to my family, and that's Polar Express. Now I probably have to admit I have not watched Polar Express for every year, but that was one of the first Christmas movies we took our kids when they were little to the theater to see. And I remember we got all dressed up and we went to the beautiful, tiny little theater in a small town. And the theater was in a little quaint downtown area. Picture it, really decorated with all these Christmas lights on the light poles. And there was just a bookstore and a little cafe and the movie theater. And we went and saw Polar Express. That hot chocolate scene had me dancing and singing that song for many, many days after. But I remember there's a little bit of a scary scene, and my little ones they didn't like that scene. But I think we overall liked the movie very much. But it has not been a regular in our rotation. But I will say I did buy the book. So it must have hit me in such a tender way that I wanted to keep that alive. And when I worked in school, the teachers always had a Polar Express day. I think it was because the passports and the kids got to see the movie. It was very sweet. So I have many, many tender memories of Polar Express. Now I'm going to jump to almost my current favorite. Now I know on Lifetime, all of those Hallmark, beautiful, A Christmas Snow Angel or whatever their titles are for those movies. I know there are so many that I have not seen. So I'm probably skipping. I'm just going through the classics. But I want to tell you that Vince Vaughn movie, Fred Claus, it's got a grip on me where I have, with Elf, have seen Fred Claus at least once a season for the last many years. It has me laughing. It has me crying. It just, Vince Vaughn, I think in any movie he's in just brings me joy. I mean, he's really a talented actor, and I think the story is clever. That he's the bitter older brother, but at the end, how it all comes together is probably going to make me cry. So if you have not seen Fred Claus and you have a way to grab it or watch it or even chunk it up for bits, maybe 20 minutes for a couple days in a row. Sometimes that's how I like to watch movies, but that's just because I think my attention span sometimes isn't the best. But when it comes to Christmas movies, I will sit and watch if I can and if I can find the movie. Let's go to Home Alone. What do you think? Home Alone is a true classic, isn't it? We grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, and that Home Alone home is near Chicago. So people can drive by the Home Alone home and people stop and take pictures, and it's a real thing. But wow, Home Alone, that little kid, gosh, I would have been just going nuts if I was in Paris and my kid was back in Chicago in the home. But Kevin McAllister really did a good job handling himself. So Home Alone has to be on that list for sure. So a couple other ones that I was thinking about was, let's go with the next one as A Christmas Story. Leg lamps, Chinese food on Christmas Eve. Oh my gosh, that tongues stuck to poles. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to encourage you to go find A Christmas Story. Okay, A Christmas Story. It's different than A Christmas Carol. This one is, I think it's based in the 60s or maybe the 50s, but I don't remember when it came out for us to watch it. But there are so many relatable scenes. I'll tell you one. The husband is so excited for the Christmas turkey and it's just coming out of the oven. Is this giving away too much? The neighbor dogs come running into the house. They just destroy the turkey. I mean, it would just be, so you can just taste it in your mouth and you're thinking, what just happened? So all of those things, we've kind of been in similar situations in some areas of our life, and it's just kind of a cute story. So yes. And I want to stop or end with A Christmas Carol or Scrooge or Scrooged. There's so many variations. My favorite is the musical, the old time one, but I've also very much enjoyed the Bill Murray version of Scrooged. And why not even say the Muppet version? The Muppet version. So, I mean, if you're looking to see that story come to life in movie form, the Charles Dickens story, yes. But I like the old-time musical movie where they sing through some of the scenes, and it's just a wake-up movie about life is short. Love the ones that are around you. And I don't want to give away too much, but the Charles Dickens story, A Christmas Carol, is one that I want to add in there. And my favorite version is the musical one. So I would encourage you to look at that one. They play, what is the cat one? The governor's cat is and you have to say an A word. The governor's cat is a brilliant cat. The governor's cat is a curious cat. And if you can't come up with a word, So a lot of their scenes are musical form, so it's very fun. And I'm just grateful to have this conversation. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's just what I want to say. Happy holidays, and I'll be back next Wednesday with another episode. I would love to hear your favorite Christmas movies, and we will see you next time.